I just wanted to make a quick get ready with me while I kind of explain to you what I want my channel to be about, the reasons why I wanted to create my channel. So first off, hi, little backstory about me. I'm a plus size girl. Growing up in high school, I never really had a lot of confidence in myself. I mean, as all kids at some point in their life to go through a little bit of bullying. I never really wore makeup, and as I got older, kind of enjoyed putting on a little bit of makeup. Helped me feel better about myself a little bit. I could take what I thought was my imperfections and hide them. But as I've gotten older and I've played with it a little more, it has turned into something that has helped with my anxiety a little bit. It kind of creates a place where I can escape. Kind of been my way of escaping reality and going to a place where I feel that I fit in, because it's my place. It's what I create. And so I kind of want that to be where this channel goes, to where people can just escape, or some people who enjoy wearing makeup that doesn't know how to do it can learn love myself. And at the end of the day, I can just sit here and love myself. And so I kind of want to give that back to other people, and maybe one day we can do lives and talk and help each other out and bring each other confidence. So with that being said, I kind of want to do just a quick get ready with me, and talk to you a little bit about what I use for a quick face. I will say I don't use high-end products. A lot of that can be really expensive. I just personally feel like it's not always worth it. I mean, there's some things that I do have that I've paid a little bit of money for, but if you're just learning how to dabble in makeup and just play and learn, I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money. There is a website that I do go to called Miss A. It's a really cheap makeup. It's like $1 to $10 in some of the products that you buy. Some are dollar quality, I'm not gonna lie, but I would highly suggest going there and purchasing a few little things to add to your collection that you can play around with. I will speed through some of this so you don't have to watch me be awkward in my first video, but let's get started. So just got out of the shower. I always try to clean my face. I do work in a restaurant, so my face tends to get a little greasy, and I already have greasy skin. So I do use this really cheap L'Oreal Paris hydration toner. I just put it on a cotton swab, wash my face a little bit. It just gets all of the grease and oils and any leftover makeup that you had to do before that you didn't wash off in the shower, or
your skin very hard. You just want to be really lightweight. You don't want to be harsh with your skin. Your skin is super sensitive. So just be super soft with your skin.
and then Garnier Skin Active moisturizer. It's this is how much I love it. It doesn't exist much anymore. There's two kinds. There's a sensitive skin, and then there's the normal one, the active skin active one. Doesn't take much. It's a jelly. It's not a lotion, and I just dab it on my face. A lot of people prime their faces. I used to be a huge advocate for priming my face. Always thought my makeup sat better. After a few years of doing that to my face, I found like my face started to break out a lot more. And after stopping using it and started using the skincare, I have found that it kind of acts as my primer. But either way, even if you're just lotioning your face and putting lotion on your face, it does help your makeup lay better and creates a barrier between your skin and your makeup, so it causes less breakouts. So for my foundation, I have a lot of foundations. However, This is, well, I'm not good at this. I'm still learning. This is Believe Foundation. It's from the dollar store. This is amazing. This stuff, it looks like your skin. It's not thick and cakey. You can layer it and make it kind of full coverage. It's heavy on my face, especially with wearing masks now every day. It's just a lot. I choose to make my skin look more natural. So Believe Beauty, don't skip out on it because it's from the dollar store. It's actually really good. So I just put it on my hand, put it on my brush, and just stipple it. Don't be rough with your face again like we put the moisturizer on. Don't drag your skin. It's really bad for your skin. I do go down to my neck and into my ears. And I just dabble. So after I've brushed most of that on my face, I just go in with a beauty blender. This is the Believe Beauty Blender as well. It's not wet. A lot of people wet their blender brush or blender buds. You can, if you have a full coverage foundation, like a really thick, looks cakey foundation, I do recommend you wetting it. Wetting it will thin it out and not make it look so cakey and make it set a lot softer on your skin. But my foundation is really light, and I'm not really using my blender blade to blend it. What I'm doing is just pushing it into my skin a little more and just evening it out. If I look stupid in this video, I'm sorry. I'm still learning. I don't really care. I want to be authentic and honest with everybody. I don't want to come off fake or ingenuine in what I'm doing. I apologize if I come off odd, weird, or obnoxious. It's just who I am, and I want this to be a place where I can be myself and you can be yourself, and not be worried about what he or she has to say about you. So there's that. So I do conceal. I work days, I work nights, happened to work night last night. So I do kind of get like a discoloration under my eye. And then at the same time, I'm a full figured lady. And so there's ways to kind of make your face look slimmer. I do use, again, don't skip out on it, Believe Beauty concealer. This is Ivory. They have a translucent one. The lighter you can get sometimes, the better, depending on your skin complexion. This is Ivory. It's a lighter skin tone. I just went one notch down from what my foundation color is. So when you match your skin tone and you want to highlight using concealer or to conceal those blemishes, just go one down. I'm gonna put it under my eye. I try not to go right under my eye. Again, I have hooded eyes, and if you put it in a bunch of those creases that you have on your face, even if you're older, you have wrinkles, if you put a lot of it in your creases in your face, eventually you'll see it caked up in those creases. So I try to stay away from it so I don't have that problem throughout the day. But I just go under my eye. I don't put a whole lot on. I don't want to cake it. We wear masks these days. It's the new normal. So I try not to cake it up on my face and it's sheer. I do put a little bit on my forehead. It creates a focal point in the middle of my forehead. And then before we had masks, I'm going to do it. I go down my nose. It makes my nose look thinner. I do have a big, broad nose. Thanks, Dad. And then I put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And my chin, I put on my chin to make my double chin and my chin look smaller. And then you can also chisel out your jawline with it. This just creates an illusion of a cut jaw. See how it already makes it look thin compared to this side? Again, there's not much on this brush at all. It's super sheer. I don't like a lot of full coverage. Again, I have oily skin, so the more full coverage that I have later in the day, the cakier it looks. So, but if you're into full coverage, by all means, do you. So I'm just going to use this and drag it out. So a lot of people say when they're first putting their makeup, it just looks heavy you can see the lines in it. It's just because you're rushing or you're not taking long enough to blend it out. The more you blend, the more you sit here and just blend it out, the better things are gonna look. Same with your eyeshadow. It's all about blending. The more you blend, the better it looks. Now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. Use this Profusion Warm Glow eyeshadow palette. This is from Walmart. I freaking love it. I love nudes. I need to learn how to play with color more. That's out of my comfort zone a little bit, but it's something I want to work on for these videos. So we're going to do a little bit of like a burgundy, maroon kind of a color. I'm just going to take a big fluffy flat brush, and I'm going to pick a transition color, like this soft tan one. Transition color is just a color that evens out the skin tone on the top of your eye and gives you like a foundation, a soft foundation to work on. It makes it easier to blend out colors that you put on your eyes for your eyeshadow. I'm gonna look over here because I have another mirror, and it just makes it a little easier to apply evenly. And be very light-handed. You don't want to go heavy-handed on your transition color. You just want to softly even out your eyelid. So now I have a transition color, a palette to work with. Because I have hooded eyes, there's different ways to wear eyeshadow that makes it look softer, makes it look more glam. It's all about the way you layer it. This is LA Colors. This is for those girls who you're living on a budget. Like, this is, you can find this at Walmart. You can find this at the Dollar Tree. I actually got it on Miss A because they do sell LA Color too. But you can find it at the Dollar Tree. Pretty much a lot of cheap retail places have these. And I want to show that you can use this and still look good. So we're going to use this little like matte maroon color. And I'm going to get a blending brush. Just a round blending brush. Clean my brush off. I love these things. You should really invest in it, especially if you're learning and you want to play in color. Colors can ruin your brushes, and you don't want to clean your brushes like with water a lot because it can break down the glue that's in the barrel of your brush and ruin it. But it's just like a little like a screen, I guess you can say, in it, and you just rub your brushes really lightly around it, and it takes off any excess eyeshadow that you have on your brushes, so that if you happen to blend into a blue one and then you want to go into a yellow, you're not gonna have a green eye. We're just gonna start from the outside in, and we're just gonna start softly blending. And I'm gonna, because of my eyes, I'm gonna try to stay in the crease of my eye. And you're just gonna build. Don't go heavy-handed at first. You're just gonna lightly build it in. And I might clip some of this out because silence is awkward and I'm gonna say a bunch of dumb stuff. So I'm just gonna do the other eye. I'm just gonna light-handedly fill in the crease. And where I have hooded eyes, even though I'm filling into the crease and not the eyelid, like I'm not touching this eyelid, I'm just going into the crease of my eye. Where I have hooded eyes and this part is bigger than the lid of my eye, I'm just going to go up a little bit so that I don't have this empty space. But you don't want to go up all the way because it is a large portion of your eye. You don't want that Mimi look. But just like I said with your foundation, the more you blend, the better things will look. Even if you mess up, if you just blend, you can soften it up, make it look more natural. If it looks like it's not going anywhere, just clean your brush off. Get the product off. The reason it's not cleaning up is because you have too much on there and you need to get rid of some of the product that you have on your brush. So when in doubt, blend it out. So there you go. So really soft, blended. And then, so you could leave it like that if you wanted to. If you're just going for like This is how I do it when I go to work. I don't go up as high. I try to stay low because I do wear glasses. Okay, so I have all of that blended out, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna glam it up, but I'm gonna add a little bit of separation in my transition, my base color, and I'm just gonna add a little. I'm a glitter girl. I like the glitter. I like a little bit of shine. I just got this one. This is from Miss A, the website I was telling you about. It's $1.88, something like that. Deviate from my original plan, and I'm going to use this. I've been wanting to use it all week. So this is velour eyeshadow, which means it is creamy. It's not just a powder, and it's called Vogue. You're not going to use a blending brush. You're going to use a stipple brush for it because you're not going to, you don't want to cake your brushes up in it, and you want to have control of where you're putting it because you're going to put it, I'm just going to put it on my bottom eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to use this flat definer brush, and we're just going to softly dab into this a little bit at first because I don't know how rich it's going to look on my eyes. And we're just gonna, and when you put makeup on, you're supposed to make ugly faces, so don't judge me. If you're not making ugly faces, you're doing it wrong. And I'll get better at these videos, I promise, hopefully. Okay, so I have it on. It's a little thicker than I wanted it, but what did I say in the beginning of it? It's all about blending. So I'm just gonna go back to my blending brush, my round blending brush, and I'm just gonna, where the velour met the base burgundy that I put down, I'm just gonna blend it out. Make them love each other. So see how that looks a little bit more blended than the other one does? And I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna blend it. Blending is your friend. Okay. So that's our eyeshadow. And I like to clean up the tops of it. Like I said, I don't like when it comes all the way up to the top. So what I'm gonna do is take a skin toned, there we go. I'm just gonna take a skin toned eyeshadow. Again, I got this off of the Miss A website. A lot of my stuff come from there. I'm gonna take a flat all over brush. I'm just gonna go into my skin tone color, and I'm just gonna clean up around the top and blend it in, so it looks more natural and not. So we just clean those up. So see how that like just softened up the top of the eyebrow. Some people set their foundation. That's something I didn't do. What people do is they take a finishing powder or a translucent powder. This is a translucent finishing powder, and where their concealer is, which is what I should have done before I did my eye makeup, is they I don't brush it on because I feel like brushing just gets it everywhere and it's not a defined set. So I just put it on my concealer blending bud and dab it on my under eye where I put my, anywhere you put your concealer at.
And I'm not going to blend it out, I'm just dabbing it. I'm going to use it to clean up under my eye as well. I'm going to go down my nose because I put concealer there. And then I go on my forehead because I put concealer there.
I don't worry about setting my foundation very much because when we brush off the translucent setting powder, I'll use the excess to set my wet foundation. And you don't have to if you don't like it set. If you have really dry skin, some people don't like putting the powder on because it just dries it out even more and cakes it on. If that's your preference, at that point in time, you could go ahead and do your eyeshadow. It's just another layer to make sure that you can clean off any excess that's under your eye. So I'm not going to set very long. We're wearing masks today, so there's no reason to really set it. It's going to rub off on my mask eventually. So I'm just going to take all over face brush, and I'm just going to dab it. I'm not going to flick it because I don't want to remove it. I'm just going to dab it and get off any excess that I had on my face. So then after I've kind of cleaned that up a little bit and got rid of the excess, then I can just dab it all over the rest of my face and clean up or set my foundation. So we're going to bronze. I love bronzing. If you don't know how to bronze, don't be scared. Just work with it. Teach yourself what you think looks best on you. All of us are different. We all hit different areas differently. I'm a plus size girl. I have a full figured face. I have puffy cheeks. So I'm kind of going to do stuff to contour it out with my bronzer. This is from Rimmel. Again, it's a Walmart affordable brand that you can get. I'm going to use a contour brush. It has a pointed edge in it, which helps me get into my jawline. I'm not going to go heavy on my brush with it. I'm going to tap off the excess on it. And I'm going to go into the points of my forehead. I don't want to go all over because I don't want it to be a lot. It's not summertime, it's winter. And again, I'm not getting glammed up. I'm just adding a little bit of color to my face for definition. So super light, not going heavy-handed. I'm going to go into my jawline. So a lot of people are like, so if I contour my cheeks, where do I go into? So see how I have my dimples on my face? I'm going to go right above that. I don't want to go in it because I don't want my face to look longer than it is. I want to shorten it up. So I'm just going to go right above it. So you're going to go from like where the top of your ear is to where it meets your lip. So if you really want it to look thin, you can come out far. I don't want my face to look longer than it is. So I'm just going to like stay like behind my eye. And again, some people can go really heavy on this, or you get scared and you're like, oh man, that's a lot. Just blend. Just blend it out. When in doubt, blend it out. What I am going to do is hide this here fluffy jawline. So I'm just going to go back into my bronzer. And don't go into the white where you cut your jaw, but we're going to make this look more defined. And we're just going to take our bronzer and we're going to go down that jawline into that double chin and darken it up. So you see how it already makes it look thinned out and gives you the illusion of a smaller chin? That's what we're going to do. Best thing I learned doing makeup was that tip. We're going to do some blush. This is a new one that I have. I haven't even dabbled in it yet. I don't want to ruin it. It's so pretty. This is from the Miss A website again. This is from Muse Cosmetics. And I don't know if it has the shade name on it. I don't think it does. But it's like a brick red color. Oh, it's a rose. It is so pretty. It has a mirror in the back as well. So if you want to go on the go and you need a compact mirror, one less thing you have to put in your bag. And we're just going to use a angled blush brush. And we're just going to, oh, I'm so sorry. We're just going to dab into it. It smells so good. Oh, it smells like roses. And then where we put our contour at, we're just going to go right above it really softly. Again, I don't want my cheeks to look bigger than they are. So we're just going to add a little color to them. Okay, so our eyes are done. We have our contour. We've lost a little bit of this double chin. It's not gone all the way. No shade. So we are going to put on mascara. Again, mascaras, there's thousands of them. There's probably more mascara in the world. This at the moment happens to be my favorite one. This is by, I have no idea. I think it's L'Oreal. Yes, by L'Oreal, and it is the Voluminous Butterfly Waterproof mascara. This just makes my eyelashes thin out and take shape. I have a problem with my eyelashes going in multiple directions. I don't know if it's because I sleep on my face or what it is, but I don't have just the beautiful fanned out eyelashes. So I am gonna brush them out. I'm just gonna take this brow comb. I'm gonna use the plastic part of it, and I'm just gonna brush out my eyelashes so they're not all clumped together when I put my mascara on. And then I am going to use a different mirror. I'm going to try to teach you, it doesn't always work because mascara is a battle for everybody, but I'm going to teach you how to put on mascara to where you don't get it on yourself or hit yourself in the face with it and you have a mess on your eye. So I'm just going to clean up the point of my mascara. I'm going to take a little mirror, a magnifying mirror. I'm going to look down. When you look down, it makes you raise up your eyelashes and keeps you away from your eyelid.
And we're just going to work at the root of the eyelash first. We're going to put a layer of...
One last thing that we're going to do, and I thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys stick around so we can build each other up, create body positivity, create positivity in women, men. If you're male and you like coming on here and you love makeup, that's great. We all need more acceptance in the world. So the last thing that we're going to do with our makeup, and we will be done, is my absolute have to. It doesn't matter if I am doing a everyday look, a quick look, a soft look, a glowy look, a glam look, a hoey and glowy look. It don't matter. I have to highlight. And yes, we highlighted here, but I'm talking about highlight. The name of the channel is Glow with Joe, and girls, I love to glow. So the glowier the highlight you can get, the better. So we're gonna highlight and make ourselves look glowy. It makes me smile. I love it. So this is a Miss A product again. It's AOA Studio Wonder Baked Highlighter, and it is in the color Bonbon. This has like a gold reflection to it a little bit. It's one of my absolute favorites. I love it. And we're just going to take a blended highlighter brush, and we are going to highlight to the heavens. If people say you have too much highlighter on, they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. They don't know nothing. So, I could cover my whole face in this if I wanted to, but we're not because we're doing like a quick natural look. So we're just gonna go above our blush.
And we're going to come up and go up a little bit in like a C shape, or a half C on that side. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Like, I'm going to go down the nose. I'm going to go on that forehead a little bit. I'm just going to highlight all of the places kind of where I contoured a little bit. I'm going to go on my chin.
We're going to see how I'm already glowing. I love it so much, I'm telling you. It's my favorite part. And last but not least, I'm not a lipstick girl by any means. I don't like wearing a lot of lipstick, especially if you go out to eat and you wear lipstick 2 bites in and you're gonna look crusted and cakey and wore off and it looks really bad. If you wear a mask, I don't feel like there's any point in wearing lipstick. If you want to, that's great, that's fine. And a glam up with me, I'll show you how I put on lipstick and we'll just play around with those. But I am a gloss girl all the way. I don't go anywhere without wearing gloss. Okay, so one of my favorite glosses, it's you can find it at Walmart, but it is Wet n Wild. Do not skip on Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is a great brand. They're coming for those high-end peoples. So if you don't have a lot of makeup and you want to go invest in some cheap, good, everyday makeup, Wet n Wild, don't skip out on them. They're great. This one is by Color Icon. It's a lip gloss, and it is in the color Aquarius. And it is just a tinted lip gloss. It has a little bit of a natural color to it, but it's more or less for the glittery, luscious effect on my lips. And there we go. So, I'm going to take these alligator clips down. And I love these things. If you wear your hair down, or you've fixed your hair, like you've straightened it and you want to keep it out of the way so you don't get makeup in it, these little alligator clips are amazing. I love these. Sometimes it gets silly. I'll wear it one. I have these little, they look like mouse ears, but it's just a headband that you pull your hair back while you put your makeup on, so you don't get makeup all over yourself. But we're gonna let the hair down a little bit. It's still wet. I don't blow dry my hair because it fries your ends. But there you go. This is my everyday go-to look. I thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe, like this video, if you had fun, or if you're down with what we're about on this channel. Thank you guys for your support. I hope that we can do more in the future, be more active. One day we might do a live with each other so we can talk. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see in any of the upcoming videos, comment below, let me know, and then we'll see you next time.